evening opens at a very fancy London party hosted at Queen Elizabeth I's castle. The early evening entertainment features a play by William Shakespeare performed at Court. The most powerful men in England are in attendance. Among the courtiers are such powerful and famous men as Sir Francis Drake, William Shakespeare, and Sir Walter Raleigh, all of whom owe their wealth and power to Elizabeth's favor.
Majesty, you are a breath of spring. Your beauty radiates across this room and all of England. Like a spring breeze, bringing youth and vitality to the nation you so nobly lead. You honor me with the first dance.
Oh, Sir Walter, you are such a flatterer. Yes, I do understand. I just love drifting across the floor on your arm.
Did you ever hear such a bunch of blather in your life? I swear, Sir Walter Raleigh could flatter the warts off an old toad. Did you see him last winter, spreading his magnificent red cloak over the yard, so Her Majesty wouldn't get her royal feet muddy? It was disgusting. Even if it was very courtly, I was surprised he didn't pick her up and carry her.
She can certainly lap up flattery like a kitten after spilled milk. Elizabeth is well past the days when she was a young queen courted by the great kings of Europe. She wears a wig, you know. She's totally bald under that bright red hair. I saw myself and her maids were helping her get ready for the party.
You know the colony in the New World I'm sponsoring is called Virginia in your honor as our virgin queen. After all, no man is worthy of it.
Your Majesty, may I have the honor of the next dance? As your great sea warrior, I will feel cheated if I should miss the opportunity.
But of course, my Admiral. Tell me again, Sir Francis, about your adventures. I especially enjoyed how you stole the entire Spaniard of gold from our entire triploads of gold from our Spaniard adversaries. King Philip was very vexed with your privateering.
It was your support that was so important, Your Majesty. I was able to outfit our ships with the best weapons and the finest pirates, privateers if you prefer. We used brilliant maneuvers to attack those slow-moving Spanish galleons as they headed back to Spain from the New World with their holds filled with gold. We were always outnumbered, but we seldom lost a ship. It was a pleasure to share the gold. My circumnavigation of the globe also gave me the opportunity to claim many lands in your name.
You notice Sir Francis didn't mention being chased by several Spanish ships, and that the only way he could get home was by going around the world through the Pacific Ocean.
King Philip did get very angry when I held the sword on your shoulder and made you Knight of the Realm. Tell us about your defeat of the Spaniards, Armada.
The Spaniards are not as skilled as we English in seafaring, Your Highness. He left his huge assembly of ships all bottled up in port, and we set several old ships on fire and sailed them directly into his fleet. His ships caught on fire, and the Almighty himself assisted us. A wind rose up and spread the fires from ship to ship. We sailed into battle with the wind on our side, and our longer guns and faster ships simply shattered his clumsy vessels. The remaining vessels were destroyed, trying to escape in windy seas.
Sir Francis boasts about as well as Sir Walter can flatter, even if it was the greatest naval victory in history.
Your Majesty, did you enjoy the performance of Romeo and Juliet this evening?
It was magnificent, Mr. Shakespeare. I cried and cheered and felt like I was part of the performance. It is a pity that women can't take part on the stage. Usually men must be a challenge.
Indeed, Your Majesty. Perhaps at some time in the future the stage will be open to females too. You would have played a marvelous Juliet.
Another flatterer, Of course, it should be easy for a playwright.
Well, I admire Elizabeth. She has made England one of the great powers of the world, and she succeeded because she controlled men so well. She still pretends that she's available for marriage, even at her age. But I don't think she ever intended to marry. She's never going to let a man or any other woman either control her or England. She's in charge, period. Even if she even had her cousin Mary, Queen of Scots, beheaded for opposing her.
I agree, she enjoys flattery and lets men boast, but she is the boss, and all these men here know it. Even if they don't like it, after all, what would you expect? Her father had her own mother beheaded when Elizabeth was only 2.
Elizabeth I became queen at the age of 25 and ruled England for 45 years. It became the strongest naval power in the world and a nation known for its outstanding writers and thinkers. She was known to her subjects by the gentle name Good Queen Bess. Her enemies found that she was a much tougher, more determined, and intelligent person than her image to the public suggested.